We'll take a quick stock as to how global indices performed to start the week off on Monday, as well as how Asian indices are doing this Tuesday morning. Major averages in the United States started the week in the red as the COVID Omicron fears hit investor sentiment. An Oxford study has stated that Omicron can affect even the fully vaccinated, and that led all three benchmark indices to fall on Monday. The Dow and the S&P were down around 0.9% in trade on Monday, and the larger sell-off was in the tech basket, with the Nasdaq sliding around 1.4% in trade on Monday. The Federal Reserve will also kick off a two-day meeting on Tuesday US time, which is today for us, and the Fed will release its quarterly projections for the economy, inflation, as well as interest rates. The investors will obviously be on the lookout for if the Fed will quicken the pace of the bond buying or the taper of the bond buying program. Moving on to how Europe looks, European indices were also in the red, largely due to the same factors. One is an eye on central banks and policy, and the other, of course, Omicron fears. The DAX was absolutely flat, though, was down just 1 basis point in trade. However, the FTSE was down around 0.8%, the CAC down around 0.75%, and the Stock 600 down just above 0.4% in trade on Monday. Moving quickly on to how Asia is looking, Asian markets have also stuck to how the trend in the US and European markets have unfolded on Monday, with Asian markets opening lower this Tuesday morning. The Nikkei is absolutely just above or marginally lower, in fact down 0.25% in trade, while the ASX 200 is absolutely flat, down just 3 basis points as we speak. The KOSPI is down around 0.33% in trade. Moving quickly on to how the Stx Nifty is looking. The Stx Nifty is slowly heading lower, down almost to that down 1% in early trade. So almost around 0.85% lower in early trade today as we speak. Moving quickly on to how commodities is looking. Oil prices fell. Mind you, oil was at $72.50 a barrel to start the week off. It's now at $71.2 a barrel. Of course, Omicron fears leading to that small fall in oil prices. Gold is also slightly higher at $17.86 an ounce. Keeping an eye out on both the key Federal Reserve meeting as well as the Omicron fears. The dollar index has though gained, is at 96.4, mind you it was at 96.2 in early trade yesterday. And treasury yields though have slipped. Treasury yields were at 1.49%, in fact above that 1.49% mark, have now slipped to 1.43% ahead of that key Federal Reserve meeting. So expectations building up already on that one. And Bitcoin has slipped 5% and is down to that $47,000 mark.